It's like every single time, almost, the Ninja goes outside and people show up with leaf blowers and lawnmowers. Here we go. Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you are doing great. Well, you know who's not doing great? Specific auto dealers around the country. And you want to know why? Because the economy is not what Joe Biden told you it would be like. Here's the deal. Earlier we were talking about subprime borrowers and lenders in the auto space. Why do alarms got to go off when the Ninja shows up? I'm out here at CarMax, and I don't know if you guys feel the same way about CarMax as I do. Because first off, it's an awesome place to go look at every single interior that you want to. You just got to ask them to unlock like 35 cars. But they don't even work on the price with you. They're just like, hey, we priced it, we overpriced it, and you're just going to deal with it. I'm not a fan of that. I want to at least feel like I didn't get completely screwed. Type 1 if you agree with that. Well, here's the deal. There are a lot of car lenders and car sellers in the country right now that sell cars just like CarMax, where they're selling nicer and used cars. Here's the problem. The borrowers are not only tapped out because of inflation, but their credit score is going to total crap. As of right now, oh wait, before I even add this, stupid crazy sale on Auto Trader Pro. If you want to learn how to buy, sell, save like 10 or 20 times the cost of the course the next time you come and buy a car from a new car, a dealer, or a used second party, links down below. The thing is right now, and this is a massive sign of somewhat of definitely a recession, if not a depression. Check out this story right here. This is at US News. It says, disturbing sign of economic trouble. Recession fears as Americans default on car loans at record rates, echoing the 2008 financial crisis warnings. Now, we've already seen, like I did in a video the other day, the 60-day late right now is at its all-time high. Borrowers right now, I think it's like 6.1% of borrowers, auto loan borrowers, are behind in payments over 60 days. That is the highest rate since 95, when they started recording that number, all right? Well, what does that do for sellers of cars? Well, the problem is banks haven't even recorded or written down all of these loans yet, written off these loans. There are a lot of banks, their balance sheets are stressed, and especially banks that are smaller, mid-tier banks and credit unions, those banks that specialize in auto loans. Now, think about this. They're in a sort of a panic mode, the banks, because the second they start to write these down, they have to record them as losses. It's one thing to have people not paying or slow paying, right, on the bank's balance sheet. It's a whole nother thing to write down losses, because that is the ultimate, like the death blow to your balance sheet as a bank. And if you're a bank that needs to borrow money from other banks, which 99% of banks do, at least overnight, or to expand operations, you can't have a balance sheet showing that you make bad, risky decisions, meaning that you just loaned for all these used cars out here to people that shouldn't have gotten a loan in the first place. Whether it's the bank's fault or not, it shows other banks that they probably shouldn't loan to that bank. This is why banks go out of business. Well, the facts are, just like it says in this story, that we are seeing times that we haven't seen since definitely 2008, and in other metrics like the 60-day late period since 1994. It says here, subprime borrowers now are struggling to keep up. Based on Fitch ratings data, almost 6.6%. So it's a little worse than I thought. I remembered it's 6.1. Of subprime auto borrowers, those with poorer credit scores and greater financial risks were at least 60 days late. It says here, the problem is compounded by the overall financial burden Americans are experiencing. The cost of living is increasing at record pace. The consumer's impact is by, the increase in the price of cars. Now think about this. With all these tariff talks, do you think that these cars are going to be cheaper or more expensive in the next 6 months? Just type it, cheaper or more expensive. Think about the pain. Most of these cars that we buy in America are outsourced. They're either created in another country or even American cars that are built in another country, right? There's going to be issues. Things are going to get more expensive. So if you've been waiting to buy a car, you're in luck, because prices have obviously come down from their COVID highs, And these guys are going to be hurting so bad. Like in the course I teach, one of the lessons in the course, the best time to buy is at midway through December. One of the greatest times. Sure, they do these sales for income tax returns and things like that. These different Memorial Day and Labor Day sales and cars. But by and large, when you work at a dealership, they need to make their numbers. And at the end of the year, as they're getting to the end of the year and they're not making their numbers, and especially with new car dealers, right? They want a certain amount of an allocation from the factory. They need to sell. And a lot of these units go at break even. Sometimes they could take a small loss, but by and large, you just don't see a lot of dealers doing that. But you think about it, these cars right here. No, those are all new. Mercedes. You guys like Mercedes? Type yes or no, I'm just curious. I'm not a big fan, I just gotta say. Although the AMG is pretty sick. But my point being is too, as these cars get newer, it's harder and harder to keep them up. I mean, they're turning into just big ass pile of pieces of crap. Sorry for the language, but they are. I can't stand DEF. I can't stand all the electronics. I just want a simple vehicle that I don't gotta bring into the dealer every 5 minutes. And what's even worse is now these dealers like BMW are like, oh, you want heated seats? Oh, we charge you a subscription for that. No joke. They're figuring out ways that, okay, if we can't sell you an overpriced car, what we'll do is we're gonna put the buttons all there, but if you wanna push the button and it actually works, we're gonna screw you and charge you a subscription fee. You see, either way, they're gonna try and wring their money out of you. But the only true way that you have a collapse in auto prices is if people stop buying them. But people won't stop buying them if they have access to easy, cheap loans, and that is extremely important. See, that's what's happening right now. People are losing their credit scores. People are their credit scores are dropping because they're not paying their payments, and that's actually what we need for. Oh, look, a Supra. Well, that looks pretty cool. We'll race that little bad boy. Anyway, sorry, I like cars. I'm a big fan of cars. You guys know that I've got this mega list of cars. And oh, my Lamborghini Huracan, check this out, true story. So you guys know that I've been telling you ever since I started the channel, I had 6 cars, but I don't have 6 fingers on this hand. This isn't, what was that movie? The guy with the 6-fingered glove? What movie was that from? I don't remember. That's not me right now. I think it was the Three Musketeers. The Lamborghini Huracan right now, I just found a 2022 Lamborghini Huracan with 10,000 miles for $159,000, right? That price a year ago was $200,000 to $240,000, all right? Supercars are coming down extremely fast. Of course, I'm not gonna buy that at that price. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer and I'm gonna buy it a lot cheaper. And you're gonna be like, yep, the Ninja said it's gonna happen. And look, he saved $100,000 on a car. Anyway, sorry. I got lots of cars, 69 Camaro, all that kind of stuff. It was the Princess Bride skillet? Thank you. The man with the 6-fingered glove. You know what? I'm gonna go make me a 6-fingered glove. I'm gonna have this extra finger, shoot off this way. I don't wanna drop the camera. All right, so I can count to 6 for all you. But my point being is, these cars, hey, look at, like we're low on inventory. We're just gonna park the cars sideways. And we're gonna park that car sideways. That's a pretty nifty way of showing people that you don't have inventory. Well, anyway, look, if you wanna buy a car, definitely I would wait a little bit longer, but if you wanna buy one right now, I'm doing the stupid, crazy, lame, awesome deal on the Auto Trader Pro. It's 99 bucks. I can guarantee you this, you watch the whole course and you're gonna save, after me buying over 170 vehicles and selling them, you're going to be able to save 10 to 20 times that in the next car you buy, or make that much more in the car you sell. So if you want the links down below, hopefully you got something out of this. I want to go buy a car, but you know what? I'm gonna go wait. Oh, hey, here's a piece of crap, a G-Wagon. Boy, talk about an expensive piece of brick crap. All about tax write-offs though. All right, I hope you have a great day. The Economic Ninja, is out. Wonder how the snapping's gonna go with 6 fingers. That's gonna be really weird. Let's see what happens here.